What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Calais. If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any more awesome videos I have coming in the future. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about how I survived flight attendant training. Now, a lot of people think it's pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, when I started I just knew it was gonna be easy, but it was way more difficult than I expect. So I'm just gonna give you guys a few tips or tricks or something to, you know, kind of get you better set up or better ready to attack flight attendant training. First, I'm gonna say this because I love my gang. Like, we're the Wing gang. We don't have like a hand sign. I was just doing something like, what is that? I don't know, but I would say number one, first of all, is stay focused. I'll get to my gang second. So the most important thing is stay focused. Know why you went there. A lot of people got there and our training was in Florida. It was like it's probably 20 minutes away from South Beach. It was close to Miami. So it was like a lot of distractions and a lot of people didn't really live up to that. Like, we started with 54 people and we ended with 43. A lot of them got stay home just for little stuff like homework or wearing the right stuff to class. Sorry, let me mute this. But just know why you came. If you came for flight attendant training, make sure you stay focused on flight attendant training. Don't let anything else deter you, anything like that. A lot of people of our class did, you know, graduate. A lot, some of them didn't, and a lot of the reason was because of some stupid stuff, just being distracted. The second thing I would say is find you a gang. This is not even like any kind of order, this is just how it worked for me. My gang was amazing because they helped when I got homesick. They made me feel better. When we had to study, they made me focus. I made other people focus. We studied together. We made sure, like, we would stay up to about 12 o'clock at night. One time we stayed up to like 1 for certain tests you just know you have to master. They made sure that I understood and I made sure that they understood. We worked with each other. We weren't there alone. Plus, with doing it kind of takes some of the weight off, because a lot of people go in, you know, scared or nervous, or the test, you know, freak them out. When you have your gang there, or you have people that you meet, they kind of distract you. But I don't want to say distracted because I don't want you to think that getting friends is going to distract you, but they keep you from overwhelming yourself, I would say, because a lot of the reason I wasn't so overwhelmed is because I had those people there with me that were either, you know, geeking me up ready to pass, or calm me down, stop me from freaking out, or keeping me from going home because I was so sad and homesick. Like, find you some people. I would say find you a gang like I did, because my gang was the best. But find people that's going to push you, you know, and that's going to be by your side, and, you know, that you can help. Don't just, you know, do it alone, because if you do it alone you get lonely, you kind of get frustrated, you know, it distracts you a lot. And I think, or not distracts, but it you know, it holds you back a lot and it stresses you out a lot. So I'm happy that I had my friends that I did have, or that I did make, to keep me centered through everything. The second part, I would say, if you're, I don't know if a lot of mainline people, you know, or a lot of regional companies do it, but mine did, I would say wear like some braids or something, because for my training we had to do a swimming drill, and we were like in the water for a day, and I literally braided my hair up, spent 10 hours, not 10, it was probably like from 10 p.m. to 4, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, spent 6 hours braiding my hair up into some braids for a few days so I can do my swimming portion, because I had this hair on when I went. So this is not for the water, so I did not wear it, so I braided my hair up. But definitely wear some kind of protective style if you're a girl, just so you can get through that part and not have to worry about your hair. A lot of people wear sew-ins and they either had to re-flat iron their hair, their natural hair, which is burning it, and wash it if you did wash it, because some girls didn't. I'm not gonna say anything, but some girls didn't, and you know, that's just dangerous for your hair. So I wore braids, and I took my braids out, and I wore my hair curled for my graduation. But other than that, I would say another important thing is get your homework out of the way as soon as possible. A lot of people were doing their homework, you know, well in advance, like they did all their homeworks and I would say like the first week, and it's like 4 weeks of training. But my thing is with doing that, for me, I learn way better with doing my homework. So I would actually prefer to do my homework the night before we have to do our, you know, lecture, and then I'll get more information in from that lecture, and then I'll go back and still read what I have to read. And then with my gang, because we were amazing, we like tested each other pretty much every day, because we had to test pretty much every day, and we like tested each other the night before. We made sure that we got everything. Homework is a really big thing because people get sent home for homework. We've had, I think, 3 people in our class get sent home just from not completing the homework. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll do the homework and I'll skip a question, and they'll write like -1 to the instructor. If you skip 3, they automatically send you home. So I had to start making sure I looked through my stuff to make sure all my stuff was done. But that's a really, really, really big thing, because if you can't do homework, they can't trust you to be out on the line doing everything else. Like, that's the most simplest thing, is you're reading from a book, putting it in a paper, reading from a book, putting it in a paper. If you can't do that, they can't trust you with doing anything else with people's lives. The next thing I would say for surviving flight attendant training is be open to accepting other people. Usually what happens is, if you go to training, they will put you up with a roommate to stay with for the next 4 weeks. I had a roommate. She was actually pretty nice. She was like amazing. She was prepared for everything. Like, she was great. Some people in their roommates, they didn't get along too well, and if you don't get along with your roommate, they send you home, because if you can't get along with one person, how are you going to get along with so many people? You know, especially planes that we drive, we have Airbuses, and those carry at max 228 people. Like, how are you supposed to get along with all those people, or at least be functional with all those people, if you can't get along with the roommate, you know? So I feel like being open to accepting other people is a big thing. Don't come into it closed-minded. I know a girl did get sent home, and she like tore up the room, and her roommate was still there, and like, it just sucks. So I would just say be prepared for a roommate. That's what I would say. The next thing is to be prepared to have a roommate that you may not get along with, that you may get along with. My roommate personally was great. I actually really liked my roommate. At the beginning, I couldn't really get over our age difference, but by the end, it was like pretty nice. She was really cool. We had a pizza party before I left, after I passed my OE. I really like my roommate. It's just, I don't know, I'm a really awkward person. I don't know if you can tell that from behind the camera, but I'm a really, really weird person, and she accepted that, and I accepted her for everything that she was. So, and finally, the last thing that I would say you would need to prepare you for a flight attendant trainer to help you survive is just patience. And just to relax. It's gonna be a lot of information. Some trainings, my training was 4 weeks, some trainings is a little shorter, some trainings are longer, some trainings is 2 months, but it's a lot of information that you're learning, a lot coming at you at once. You have to be able to just, you know, take it all in, dissect it how you will to remember it, and just continue on. Don't get stuck on one thing if you don't understand, because, you know, 9 times out of 10 is going to continue to come up, like a lot of the stuff, terminology and stuff like that. I didn't know when I first started, but as we used it throughout the month, I literally learned almost every term that I had to understand. I didn't, you know, get it, but don't freak yourself out thinking that you're not gonna know everything, because to be honest, you're not gonna know everything at the beginning. It comes with time. They're just giving you all this information at the beginning so you can be prepared for what's coming next. And I honestly cannot wait to start I finished my OE 2 days ago. I had 4 days off. I'm on my 2nd day of my 4 days off, and honestly, I'm just relaxing right now because I really was stressed out over those 4 weeks, and I was ready to come home, and I'm so happy I'm home. I was supposed to come home today actually, but I non-revved the day before. I was my first time using my benefits. I non-revved the day before, and I came home. I made it home at like 12:30 at night. I was just ready. I was just ready to be home, and my gang helped me through it. I'm not gonna lie, they helped me through it, which is why I'm so appreciative of them. And I feel like they said, in flight attendant training, you really make lifelong friends. And I'm like all off of topic, but I don't know, I'm just really thankful. I'm happy that I made it through this journey. I'm a flight attendant now. I cannot wait to start. And I just wanted to give y'all these, you know, these little words of advice just so you can know, like, regular people do it. Trust me, I'm not the brightest person in the bunch. I'm not the least bright person in the bunch either, but you know, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it if you just put your mind to it. Don't stress yourself out. Just take it one day at a time, one chapter at a time, until you feel comfortable. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.